What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to more of the survival. Again, where I don't know if I want to continue doing the one block just because I don't know if we have any idea. I mean, obviously I have ideas for it, but like I don't have building ideas. I know I want to get the farms fully started. I want to start the power farm, the power facility, whatever it is. I gotta start my house. Like there's so many things I want to do to it. I don't have them built in the creative world, and then I need like 7,000 things of dirt, and getting dirt on that for some reason is pretty difficult, and means I would have to do that little dirt glitch, but that still takes like 2.5 3 hours just to get the right amount of dirt. So again, I don't know if I really want to continue that one. I might, I'm not fully sure, but if you have any ideas on what I do for it, let me know. But right now we most likely are going to continue with survival. I do have an idea for another series I can do. It is again Minecraft related, of course, because Minecraft you can do so many things on, but I didn't know yet. I still got to try and figure out everything for that one. I don't know if I have all like the right mods set to it. It is a custom mod pack, so I did make it myself, but it is supposed to be extremely difficult. We have a temperature mod in there. We're gonna have a lot of different things, so I don't know how I can scale everything. Right now, or last episode, not right now. What? Last episode, I started this little farm just so I can trade with the villagers that I have locked away in my basement. Yep, still there. And then I just got to make sure once we get all these carrots, we can trade with them. And then once we have all this stuff, technically this is a good source of food right here. So we can keep this going. Another thing I wanted to do, well, not sure yet. We still got to clear out this land. I got to figure out what I can do with, because my crafting facility is getting quite big and it's slowly terrifying. And I don't know how I want to place it or where to place it. Because if I put it here, it's going to be probably as long as this, maybe longer. And then it's going to be maybe double or triple the width of this. So this building is going to be massive. Like there's a lot to it. I'm a little bit terrified. Like the amount I was building last night technically wasn't a lot. It's just very compact, and it's scary compact. All right, well, we're not going to do that much with the building over here. A thing I did find out while I was doom scrolling on TikTok last night, because my brain's always constantly active and I don't get sleep. A thing I found out is that if you get a map in a cartography table or whatever it's called, I don't know, this thing, if you get this and you get a map, you can load your map, and then once you put your map into the cartography table with a thing of glass, you can lock that map. So anytime you grab that map and you right click, it's just gonna completely stay what's on here. I don't know if I was explaining that right. I don't know. Long story short, if you get a map, put it on a cartography table. After you load the map first, you put glass to it, it locks what is on the map. So if like we came over here when we first like began whatever the hell I just said, I don't know. If we came over here when we first started and I did the map in the cartography table, I loaded it and I put the glass on it, technically you would see what we would have seen when we first started. So all this would have been stone, nothing would have been flattened out, everything would have been same. So it got me thinking, what if we have a little board somewhere of basically a building evolution? Now obviously we're pretty late to this and I have a lot of stuff built now, but what if we build a little like board for each area we go to? So this will have its own board, farming will have its own board. Obviously farming is already built into, so we're gonna have to start it from like this. Do it for this one, so the map copy all of this, and then like maybe every month or every other month, then we create a new map and we just do it like that. We just basically see the evolution of our build. I might do that. I just got to build a massive board, or we can extend the board however we need, but I'm not sure on that yet. I still got to see if that like idea can work or anything. I don't fully know, just because there's a lot of things to it, even though it's just wood and a map. And maps you should be able to get from iron or whatever it is. Not iron, but how can you get map from iron? Paper. Yeah. But we are going to do something today. We're not going to build here. I don't know if I already said this. I forgot. My brain don't work. The one thing we are going to do though is we're going to go on an adventure. We're going to go either up here or down here, and we're just going to explore. We're going to see what we can find and hopefully get some more things. Now, I do want to enchant my pickaxe, but I am going to have to do this just so I can... That was loud. We're going to have to do that just so we can keep it full. Obviously, we have fire aspect. We can always cook on the go. I ain't got to worry about that. I do need some wood, though, so I can make a boat, because I know we're going to have to go through the ocean. A boom, a boat. All right, well, once it hits nighttime, we'll go to sleep, and then once we wake up, we'll start our adventure farther over there and hope that, you know, find something new. Maybe something pretty cool. You never know. Might find another village. Might find Well, I don't know what we'll find. I don't know. I gotta get rid of this dirt. I was taking it as a present for this Enderman, but you know what? Here, we'll use that to cover our roof for now. All right, let's try and go sleep, and then we can head out and go on our adventure and collect food as we go. All right, fun little morning. We can now start our wonderful trip. What is this? That's corn. It's a big lump with knobs. Oh, that hurt. I gotta do it to where I don't die. Oh shoot, my sugarcane farm. I forgot about this. I forgot I had sugarcane. And don't mind me, just, you know, gonna replant my canes. All right, let's continue our journey. Give me my boat. I do need food, so if I find an animal, snack time. All right. Oh, wrong one. Oh no. So we're pretty well just gonna follow this. Go out to the ocean. I hope, you know, we find a shipwreck or something. So let's go. All right. So as we still continue on our little journey to wherever we're going, I got fully no clue. I haven't fully explored what's over here, so there might be really nothing, and it just turns to straight ocean, or we find something pretty cool and it turns to a desert, and I finally get sand without mining my beaches, because I don't want to mine my beaches. And that makes my terrain around my base look boring. I forgot I got a backpack. Oh yeah, I got two. I've been beating some donkeys and some sheeps. You know, just the fun stuff. Oh, was that village? I've already explored you. I've been there. We're gonna continue over here though. Now, some things about the new series that I'm thinking about doing. I don't know if those are gonna show or if they're gonna be uploaded like every day also, or like part of the everyday cycle, or not every day. Obviously, I'm gonna upload every day for now, but I don't know if they're gonna be a part of. I don't know if they're gonna show very frequently. That's what I was trying to say. Is that a beach? Desert? Yeah, it's a beach. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna show that frequent, just because I don't know if I want to turn it to like a story. I mean, I could do technically a story thing out of it, but then it's not really like fun little gameplay from it, which is the one thing I'm searching for. Hey look, my kale is still here. Fun. Like, if I do it as a story, yes, will be nice, and you know, we'll get like episodes and stuff like that. Try and create it to like full like movie style thing. But that's definitely gonna take a lot to do. Look, a lonely snail. It's gonna be a long process for that one if I do it that way. Thank you, sir. Let me just throw those in here. Close that because it wants to cause issues. Yeah, I don't fully know if I actually want to do a story style. Now we could just do normal gameplay. Obviously, it's gonna be pretty difficult, so it's not gonna be hardcore. I could make it hardcore, but then that pretty well, I can't say impossible because it can be done. It's very difficult. But there's like so many things to it, and it's very in depth. Like you actually have to watch your temperature, and I definitely made it a lot more difficult than I needed to. And I don't know why I did. I just decided to. Probably not my best idea. But I guess we'll have to find out. Cool. Bears. That's a snake. Sissy sissikins. I was about to say, no way the bear's coming after me. A rabbit. Wow. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty difficult. Again, if I do a story, it's not gonna be very frequent as like, you know, this series is. Technically, I didn't want this series to be like an everyday thing. It's just right now, Minecraft's easy and it's easy to record. I can wake up, record it, and then edit. And by the time it hits 7:30, right when I upload, is when, you know, it's out. I thought that was a door. Raw beef. Don't mind if I do. And I'll take the. Oh my god, I got hiccups. Why? I haven't done anything. I'll take those. Well, I don't need pumpkins. I don't know what you're for. Don't care about that. I'll take that though. I'm gonna have a wee farm anyways. I see a snail of death. I got a snail shell. What are you used for? Nothing. You are useless. I hear another one. What happened to you? Why'd you stretch out for a second? Slime ball, thanks. Anything over here that I need to know about? Lava. There's a dirt mound here. There's like a ruin up here. We'll continue to that little dirt mound if it's a real dirt mound. Also, almost turning nighttime, which means it's almost time to go to sleep. It's almost bedtime, but I do want to explore as much as I can. Now, the bad part about this is I gotta run all the way back, so I gotta make sure I have food for that, because if I don't, I'm dead. Can I find something like cool over here? That's a mountain. I don't need a mountain. All right, we'll just go to sleep because I don't want monsters coming after me. All right, it's morning. Gotta eat. Let me search stone here. This does lead to an ocean, which is nice, but I feel like we can start going down a little bit more. Start heading this way to see what's over here. Yeah, I'm 2,200 blocks away. All right, glad to know I can run 2,200 blocks in a very quick time. Oh yeah, and another thing, one of my friends, Thorpe, we call him, him and I have been doing some like zombies on Black Ops 3. We've been doing some like custom maps and stuff, so you might also get some videos of that too, just because we've been playing a lot of different maps. You definitely might get a lot of zombies soon, or minimal amounts of zombies. I don't know yet, but I guess once those uploads come out, then well, we'll find out. All right, well, so far it seems like there is nothing over here. That's not what I was planning. I thought we were going to have more things over here, but other than just like mountains, but that's all there is. That's all there is this way. It's just mountains. So we'll have to go around the mountain and oh God, that's going to hurt. Yep. Gonna have to go around the mountain and hope that we have something over there. I am kind of surprised though with the area that I picked that we have so many villages there. I was thinking we're going to have like one, maybe two. How many do we have around? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, well, 6. There's 6 villages somewhat in proximity of that area. I was expecting like 2, but I will take it though, because I can kidnap more villagers legally. I hear a cow. What are you? Oh my God, you're an onion. Don't need it. There is nothing over here. Is that it? Okay, I was about to say no way. All right, well, I guess we're gonna climb this hill and hopes that there's something here. That's not my plan. I didn't bring leather boots. Gotta make sure I don't jump into powdered snow. If I jump in powdered snow, then I'm gonna be dead. Just like that. I don't know why I'm trying to climb a mountain. Why can't I just go around it and, use my brain, even though it doesn't really work that well? What's that? Oh, it's stone. There's nothing up here. Yeah, I don't know why I'm trying to climb the mountain. There's nothing over here. I can go around, really. It'd be a cool little hideout. Well, that's lava. That's a good place to get warm. Oh yeah, I have so many things I want to do. I keep like forgetting. I don't know why I say I want to do. I'm gonna do it. I just gotta try and figure out how I can do it. There's different videos I want to record. Obviously, you can do Minecraft, which I'm doing. That's simple. There's oh no. Let's not freeze, please. This may not be a good idea. I could go around more. There's a lot of things I want to do. I just gotta try and figure out how I can say them without spoiling too much. Because like the things like want to do, my friend group and we want to do, it is for videos. So I really don't like spoiling videos for they come out. That's just how I am. And then like there's a whole other thing that we all want to do too. And then we just got to get everything for that. And that's going to be a long process because I think the way we were planning on doing it, it would take maybe 3 months to do just because it is a big process and there's a lot to it. Like I'm still waiting to see how far it is before we can actually start making it. I gotta see where we're at just so everybody in the group can be a part of it if they choose to, and then hopefully when the video does come out, it does good, hopefully, then we can do more. Yeah, there's a lot of things I want to do. I want to get back into streaming. I stopped streaming for a bit and then I started and then I stopped again. I just kind of want to jump back into that, and then there's so many games I want to play that I could record, like with doing daily uploads and everything. It's just there's a lot to it. I've been here before. I'm going back to my base. I am. You're new. You're a new one. There's just a lot. Nope, I've been here. There's a lot to the process. Now, since I do daily uploads, it's pretty difficult to try and get a video for that day that's something different other than Minecraft without pre-recording it. I don't really like pre-recording. I mean, I do just because, you get a day ahead or multiple days ahead. It just depends on how many you record in that day. But then, like, if something happens and you can't, you're going to be maybe 2-3 weeks late. It just depends on how you record it. So I don't care for doing like pre-uploads or whatever I just said. I don't know. I forgot. Recording videos in advance. That's what I mean. I don't fully care for it, but I mean, if I have to, I will. If you want to get to the point where I can do more effort on these videos instead of obviously with daily uploads, I wake up, I record stuff like that. Like if I hold off on it, I can maybe get 2 or 3 days of recording and then, have something else. Like I could take maybe 2 or 3 days to record this. I could do much more things and then, I can edit that down, turn it into a video, and then we can upload. Pretty simple. It's just, it's going to be a lot longer of a process just because it's going to take more days. Does that give me more things to do? Yeah. But if I also want to keep on the track of doing daily uploads, then I have to stick with the schedule I am at now. So hopefully later on, if we continue growing and stuff like that, then we can always get to the point to where we can kind of change the upload schedule just a bit. I mean, it won't be like 1 video a month or something like that, but it will be probably skip it to 3 videos a week, something like that. I don't know. I still got to try and figure out that too for if we continue at all, which we probably will. Chicken. Yeah, it's just gonna take a little bit to try and figure out, and then when I have to record another video. I have so many videos I want to record. It's just I can't do them in one day just because like most of the games I do want to record are story games, and the way YouTube is now, they don't like parts for story games. They like it all in one, but that also means you're gonna have lower retention. Nobody's gonna watch a 4-hour video just sitting in one place. They're gonna probably do something else while doing it, either play games or for some reason watch a movie. That happens. I don't know why, but like nobody's really gonna watch a 4-hour long video of, let's say, me running around in Minecraft building stuff. Like nobody's gonna do that at this point. I'd rather do parts for this series instead of throw it into like hour-long episodes. You could do hour-long episodes if you want. That does give me more time to play and record and party around and stuff like that. But that also does mean I was like very well placed sugarcane. I forgot what I was saying. I'm losing my mind. Egg. Okay. Nice to know it's gone forever. Yeah. Like I want to do story games. Nobody's gonna stay and watch 4 hours. I know I already said this, but like if it's an 8-hour game and I turn it into an 8-hour video, nobody's gonna sit there for 8 hours. That's just how I found out YouTube is. Especially with TikTok now, everybody has, the instant switch brain. So they like short form stuff instead of longer stuff now. It sucks because you can't do longer episodes anymore unless, your brain is normal and not covered in TikTok where it swaps every 3 seconds or like there's a jump cut every 3 seconds, like how my content is now. I specifically set it up to where there's cuts every 3 seconds just because there's so much people on TikTok. So much people on TikTok. No, there's so many people on TikTok that have that quick switch addiction. They want to see so many scenes in like 3 seconds, or they're so used to seeing so many scenes in 3 seconds now that the way I have to edit now is pretty well like that. Like all my content or all my recordings now and the way I edit, it's very quick. Like you may notice that every time I talk, there's most likely a space in between it of an edit. That's just because like it doesn't work if I just continue talking and have it to where it doesn't, cut. Everybody likes a little cuts between everything now. It's weird. It makes it a little bit more difficult to edit, but that also does keep viewers there, which is kind of weird. I'll be honest. It is. There's a lot of different things that, they could do. And again, there are some people that make it to where, they can watch multiple hour-long videos. Like I could sit here and record for 2 hours and post a 2-hour-long video. Somebody can watch it, but nowadays the majority of them can't because they're stuck in TikTok or YouTube Shorts or Instagram, stuff like that. So it's pretty difficult to try and find everything that people can enjoy at once, but also make it to where they don't have issues with the video. So it is very difficult. It's a hard process to try and figure out and find out where like that limit is, but I don't know. I guess I just got to upload videos and try and find out. Like if you're okay with me uploading like a full story game and like one recording instead of having multiple, let me know, because if you guys like that way more, then I'll do that way. Either watch it while playing games or something like that. Or if you want to continue like the short style where you have episodes instead of just posting it all in one, let me know also, because me personally, I can watch everything all in one. I'm not worried about that, but that's me. There's a lot of people that can't. YouTube doesn't like the part feature or whatever where you turn everything into parts. So I don't know. Also, YouTube thinks I'm in currently Minecraft, obviously, just because I've been uploading Minecraft constantly. Kind of crazy, but like I understand it. I've been uploading Minecraft constantly for past few days, so that's all they think I am. But I'm gonna switch that. I'm gonna upload some different stuff soon. I just gotta try and figure that out. I just gotta make sure I can actually get it all recorded. Which means after this video gets finished and edited and all that wacko stuff, then I'm gonna start another game. I do Zombies Tonight with Thorpe. Don't know. Might play that, might record it for once, and then we'll actually get a zombies video. Or I continue just doing stuff like this and we start the new series. I die constantly because that's gonna be really difficult. I don't know why I made it so difficult, but I made it difficult for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things I can do, a lot of things I want to do. I just don't know how to do it. Like everything I want to do right now is pretty child. Okay, it was right under me. Like everything I want to do right now is either, I thought I grabbed this iron yesterday. Okay, I guess I didn't. Like everything I want to do right now, I know I just said that like 3 times in a row. Whoopsie. Like, oh god, we're gonna say it again. No, I won't. We're just gonna cut to it. Just kidding. Everything I want to do is at the point to where either it's already been done, so it's not gonna be that good, or it's just a very long process. Like one of the things I do want to do, like I want to make a game. I want to try and make a story game, kind of like Life is Strange, stuff like that. So, I mean, you might get devlog soon of me learning to make a game, and then we'll make a game. You might get videos like that. Or, like for some reason I have the idea I want to make a clothing brand. I can sell shirts, hoodies, stuff like that. I have designs, I can make designs, but I also want it to be good quality and not, bad quality to where nobody's gonna want it because it looks horrible. I'd rather have high quality stuff where it has a higher chance to sell, but also looks good for, the amount you're purchasing it for. I don't know. There's a lot of things I want to do. I want to continue this, YouTube and everything. I want to stream. That's 2. I want to sell clothes or like shirts and stuff like that. basically a clothing store or whatever. I want to make games. That's 4 things. The making games is going to be pretty difficult just because I gotta, well, learn how to make games because I don't know. Or I used to, but I forgot most of it. So, and I'm doing it in a program that I haven't used before. I want to make games in Unreal Engine 5. There's a lot to it though, and I don't know. Yes, it's going to be long videos just because, you know, you're going to get everything. You're going to see me learning the game, making the game, stuff like that. But I also want it to be, you know, a good game. I want it to be, you know, there's a story to it. And technically, I already have the game figured out. I've been working on this game, or like the story part of the game, the story part and the mechanics of this game for a long time. Like, I have a video on my drive right now that is me wanting to figure out like a game, showing everything like already set for the game, like all the ideas for it. Like, I have a video set already that I can upload, but I don't know if I actually want to, just because, but I don't know. And I feel like I have a higher chance of making the game and things like that if I record it. I feel like I have a higher chance if I do that. But the thing is if I really do it, am I really committed enough to finish it? Why are you raining? We spent 30 minutes without rain and now you rain? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna go sleep in the rain. Yeah, I don't know. There's so much to it. There's a lot of things I want to do, I can do, but like, I just gotta try and figure out that process of actually doing it, which is the difficult part. Streams are easy. I could just load up streams, stuff like that. The making games is the hard part. And then, well, making shirts and stuff like that, all the clothing stuff. I don't know. There's a lot of things I want to do to it. I know we're not really doing much in game right now. It's kind of just a little info dump or whatever it is. I don't know. We're really doing that much, so I don't have an idea. I'm still working on the crafting facility. I did add some new things to it. I'm actually gonna go show you real quick. I'll go to that other world. All right, so last episode, or not really last episode, I showed you so far what it looks like. We're gonna ignore the guy up top. I don't know why he spawned there. So everything is pretty well done. It was our kelp farm, I think it was our potato farm, our carrots, and then on this side, I'm just gonna do this. Hi, buddy. Nice. Come here, buddy. Nice. You too, Steve. Nice. All right. So yeah, we were working on this one last, and then I started doing this one. Now on this side, this is going to be our lumber side, which means we're going to need a lot. And I mean a lot, just because this wood can turn to everything. Now I could keep this where it's just logs, and you know, we have it just like that. But like, if I do, I can shrink this down and we can just have one for every log. There's 8 types of log. I could do each log in this one and then have the chain come in and pick it up and just take it back to our store. And then we could just craft the item ourselves. Or I make this thing huge and we have it craft every single block that it can. So like the logs go into planks, planks go into stairs, and then the planks can also transfer through to slabs. That's pretty well how I have it set. If I get 3 stacks of wood, let's say that, let's bring it closer. If I do that, and then obviously it's high power, so get your logs, get your planks. Over here, it's gonna take a second for it to swap or split planks, whatever. You get stairs. Obviously down here, it's gonna take longer to get to. You're gonna get slabs. You get all your block, but you're getting more planks than anything. So I could just keep it at logs and just keep it like that. That will compress it down, and then we'll have 8 little spots. And then I can have the next machine on the back, and then we have it facing this way, and we'll have another side pretty well copied like this on this side. It's pretty simple. I mean, the mining is, or the lumber is, if I just get rid of all that to it. This would be the mining, or I just said lumber. This would be the lumber yard, which this chute would connect through the roof and basically go out through trains here. The mining, same thing. Except the mining, I'm going to need it to make brass, copper, zinc, everything like that. And then I'm going to need some of the brass to transport over here into the, so I can make, here, you're going to let me, so I can make this. I'll need brass. And then I'll need a machine that can make iron sheets. So hopefully it's going to split some iron, throw it into a press, and then we need the polished quartz, which means I'm going to need sandpaper. So I'm going to need a machine that makes sandpaper, throws it into a barrel just so it's constantly flowing, and then I gotta make the rose quartz. Redstone's from mining. The other quartz, you know, simple. I gotta make it to where it can make all this, so I'm gonna need more crafting, and then I gotta make it to where it makes the rose quartz. It goes to the sandpaper machine. Sandpaper goes here, creates into electron tube. That electron tube will flow into this. Then I gotta do it for this one too, because, well, it's the same thing. I just gotta split them up. So I need it to where it can make multiple at a fast amount, but also keep it to where I have some extras just in case. Because look how many planks I just got. Why couldn't all these planks be split into everything else? It would help so much. So I gotta try and figure out how I can, where'd my phone go? Okay. So I gotta try and figure out how I can make it work by also keeping it compressed as much as possible so we don't have a 200 by 200 building, but also make it to where it looks good when you walk in there. That's the difficult difficult part because I don't know texture or design. So I just gotta try and make it to where, I mean, I could get rid of, these extra ones and just keep it to where it's just logs. And then I have 8 of these down here. That's pretty simple. That's gonna help. But if I'm doing that, why can't I just transport the log train to our storage facility instead of have it going through here and then go there? I could just cut this out and just put it in storage. But that also means I'm gonna have a train that's going into our storage that isn't the right size, which means issue. And then if I change all of the rails that are in here, because I'm using the narrow rails, I would have to make it to where I have normal tracks. So a normal track is the entire size of it. That's still fine, but then I gotta make it to where it can go on this corner, and the only spot, stop it, and the only spot it goes there is that, which means I gotta cut this corner off. I gotta do some more bow. Yeah, that just won't work. So yeah, I can't use the normal tracks unless I basically reset this entire thing, or this little section here. I don't want to do that because that means I got to rebuild stuff, and I'd rather not do that right now. Like this building's already cute already. Now when I have a little side done, it's supposed to go up a little bit more, come out to the side, and then copy over here. This thing's already big, so I might make it to where I just get rid of all the extra little log parts here, and we'll just keep it strictly logs, or I do logs and then strip log, so I could probably keep this, which would be nice. And I'll turn it into a 2 instead of a 4, because that's gonna go, there's 7 of them. That's probably gonna go out to here, maybe a little bit longer, if I keep it as compact as it is, because like this is just that. All the machine, or all the like the power and stuff like that is, actually, you know what, I can show you real quick. So if I do this, I do that. If I set the bricks, nope, I gotta replace. So if I replace all the bricks with air, this is what it looks like. It's extremely compact. These come in, go down here, split, go through 2 saws, which means the reason why this is gonna have so much like planks coming out is because this can't load that many items at once. So if I had a belt here and we had separated it every now and then, and it would make it to where we would have more like planks and everything else. We don't, because not that many planks get through. They all get sent through this one because that's the only open. So I'd have to swap it with planks. Down here is the stairs. Planks are going to get separated out into here. And the bad thing about this though is that if I need to have 2 just to make plank, because I can't have it to where it goes logs to planks for some reason. It doesn't work. Like if I do, oops, come on, get out of here. If I do planks, I do the saw, it needs to strip oak to the saw, which means, whoops, I gotta get the logs, strip them, and then they go into wood, which this is gonna get full, and these could just pop out and go that way. So that's why we have more planks than anything. Over here is, well, the stairs. It's gonna be normal logs, so hopefully it can split out. It'll go straight through. The arms pick it up here, that goes there. It is very compact for the amount that I have in it. And then, over here slabs. Those will pick up slabs, stuff like that. It is very compact. There are so many machines in this tight little area, it's insane. And then I have the encased chain drives that connect this belt to this belt. I'm using this for power, and technically I couldn't make this go faster because I have this. This isn't gonna go that fast, which means this is slower. So if I get rid of this, actually, I do a gearbox. No, I mean, I could do it on this side. Yeah, that will get it to go. And then I could just put this. Now, are they spinning right away? They are. So if I put logs, let's get 3 stacks of logs. Now I'm gonna have to copy this on the other side. So we're gonna have a gap in the middle that's gonna make it pretty well hidden. So all those logs will go in. Logs out there. Oh, like that. These ones supposed to go in there. We'll just throw it in there. Let's see how much more we're getting now. Like, so I gotta spread this out. I gotta have belts on this side so this can still keep running. And then this is all gonna be powered off of one little factory, one little power factory. So I'm gonna need blaze burners. I'm gonna need fluid tanks like crazy. I'm gonna need a lot of stuff. I'm gonna wait for all 3 of these to go just so we can see how much we actually have. So that's all of that. Yep. So if I go here, got stacking 32. Nothing up here. Okay. We have a ton of planks. I don't know why. Why can't you split more? You have 16 stairs and then 60 slabs. So this could definitely split more. Just, oh, 4 split. I forgot to turn everything 4 split. No, I did. Just not that one. Let's get logs in. Let's test it. I'm still most likely gonna get rid of it anyways, just because it is using a lot. Throw it on there. You go through your process, and that was all of that. This is just gonna force split the logs. If I have this, well, yeah, if this splits, it's gonna split what it can. I don't know what round robin does, but see how much of this is actually going still? Like, I gotta try and figure it out, or I just get rid of it and keep it logs, which would be pretty simple, and I could throw so much more in this. I do logs and strip logs. Really, all I need is these 2. I have the saw here. I get rid of this saw, put another belt, and boom, we'll have strip logs. It's simple. So I might do it that way. I just gotta try and figure out how I can, there we go. I just gotta try and figure out where I can cut it. I mean, probably right here, because the power is coming from where'd you come from? Power's coming from this side. So I could probably just cut off all this and, we can have more. Pretty good room. And then I gotta do the mining, which is gonna have to be a massive part of the facility, or that's its own part. I could turn that to where that's its own little machine, and then we have it to where everything just flows through the top. It creates in itself while it's going through, and then it's good. That's a process though. But honestly, this entire building is a process, so let's be honest with that. Yeah, I don't know how I fully want to design this. Then we got village there, so I'm gonna run out of room. Just kidding. No, I'm not. I got a lot of space. Yeah, I don't fully know what I want to do. I know we didn't do that much in this episode. I do got to put the wall on the outer part. I was thinking I could do this, and we just do stone brick. So, just depending on like different variations of wall, every corner will have this. Obviously, the inside's going to be dirt. You're not going to see the inside. So I could do it like that. Then I forgot I do have diagonal walls that don't work for some reason. Okay, why you work there but not there? Then yeah, this looks pretty good. I think it's throw lanterns on them too. It just makes it, yeah, it just creates a little corner wall. So I mean, I could do this around the base, and then we have like stairs that go down to our storage area. Pretty nice, make good, and then I can add some detail into the wall. The bad thing about it though is my mouse doesn't have an unlock button for my scroll wheel, which means I had to basically just scroll my wheel and then click every now and then. So I don't really get a choice on that one. I do like doing variation textures. That's pretty well the only way I know. I don't really know any other way, so we'll have to do it that way. But we are gonna end today's episode here. I know we didn't do a lot. We actually didn't do anything. We just went exploring for a few minutes and then a little info dump. Yeah, we're gonna end today's video. I don't know what I just said, but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think I could do for not the survival. Well, yeah, actually let me know what I could do for the survival, but also for the one block. Also some games to play. Please, I want to know what other games I could play that might be good. And remember, I'm not just strictly Minecraft. I do multiple things. I'm also not kid friendly. I'm getting a lot of new people still, so gotta let you know I'm not kid friendly. Yeah, I'm gonna end today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know what I just said again. Goodbye. Boom.